What's up, guys? This is Crypto with James talking to you today about Bored Ape Yacht Club and ApeCoin. Are they racist? Look, this question has started circulating and it's got to be looked at because this has ramifications for the long-term prospects of them. I'll give you my take, and fundamentally, this is something that you need to be aware of going into the market on anything you're looking at about the potential ramifications down the line. So regardless of if you're a Bored Ape holder, an ApeCoin holder, if you're thinking of getting into NFTs, you're going to have to pay attention to this. So before I get into it, these guys are the first 26 coins I spoke about on the channel. If you had invested $100 into each of these when I released videos about them, and these are the prices when I recorded the videos, these are the current prices, and you were still holding all that crypto, you'd be in profit for around 12.3K. That's profit from a $2,600 investment, and that's if you were still holding it all, and you shouldn't be. If, however, you'd have cashed out of all those cryptos in the when the market was its highest, you would be in profit for 123K from a $2,600 investment. And I want to point something out. Phantom right there, 677 times gain. And it massively outweighs all of the others. And Phantom is one where I said it would be the best investment of the year. I did a whole Udemy course saying it was going to be the best investment of the year, and it would 100x. So if you'd have put $1,000 in it, you'd have had 677 grand. That's profit. You'd have actually been on 692 grand. So you could have bought a house. And guys, if you want to see the coins I'm buying up right now, the coins that I think are going to smash it when the cycles start going wild and the market starts rising like crazy, because obviously it's down right now, come check out Copy My Crypto. The link's in the description. It's where I share every coin I buy and every coin I sell. Guys, you can see exactly the coins I'm in. You can copy the exact coins I'm in. You can match my profit. If you want to do it, go to the site, read through it. If it resonates with you, I look forward to seeing you there. Right, ApeCoin. God. So ApeCoin, $5.33 right now. About 31% is out of the circulating supply. Now, look, there's been this news coming around for a while about the Bored Ape Yacht Club's NFT collection. Does it contain racist iconography? And here's the thing. Look, my honest perspective is no. However, there are a few things that have gone badly in terms of if it's coincidence. They're not great, And there's a guy called Ryder Rips who has been getting a lot of attention on Twitter. He is a guy that, to be fair, is he likes controversy. Him and his ex-fiance did like a sex tape audio file which they sold as an NFT. He's an outrage expert. But there's a few things. So, there's queries about the name Yuga Labs. Is it a Nazi reference? The name Yuga Labs seems like a reference to a Nazi / alt-right / Boogaloo obsession with the Kali Yuga, a topic covered in depth by Nazi publication The Daily Stormer. Nazi adjacent groups often use the phrase surf the Kali Yuga, which is code for starting a race war. So that's not great. And what makes it even more interesting is the Bored Ape Yacht Club plans to headquarter in Miami as a yacht club. And for the connection, Hitler's yacht is sunken in Miami. Is it a weird coincidence or a tribute to someone they admire? It's a question. And these are the sort of propaganda shirts and stuff that have been created over the course of time from hate groups. So yeah, the Yuga Labs creators said, look, we're nerds, and Yuga is the name of a villain in Zelda whose ability is that he can turn himself and others into 2D art. Made sense for an NFT company. That, again, seems perfectly plausible to me. And I want to reiterate, I don't actually buy this racist narrative that is being thrown. But Ryder Ripps continues to compound on this, and he has been doing for several months now. He said the Bored Ape Yacht Club logo is very similar to the Nazi Totenkopf emblem. They have exactly the same amount of teeth in the skull. I've yet to find another ape skull drawing with 18 teeth. And there's no denying, and they do look similar. Yuga Labs responded, what was the inspiration behind the design of the Bored Ape Yacht Club's logo? We never wanted to take ourselves too seriously, so the look of the club is ramshackle and divey. Everything about the Bored Ape Yacht Club was meant to convey a spirit of irreverence and absurdity. It's a yacht club that's actually falling apart and smack dab in the heart of the Everglades. As such, it needed an appropriately grimy, intriguing logo. And then there was another thing of Hawaiian shirts racist. So Ryder, again, there's a prominent display of Hawaiian shirts, a known symbol of the Boogaloo movement. Now that, again, just screams bullshit. But Ryder Ripps again added and tried to get Rolling Stone magazine involved when they posted an NFT pic. And he highlights, do you know if there are any other Admiral hats with skulls besides Nazi hats? And again, Yuga then presented the alternative view, which is, look, we're real-life friends with diverse backgrounds, Jewish, Cuban, Turkish, Pakistani. We started work on what would become the Bored Ape Yacht Club in February of 2021 and worked with a team of artists on the apes, the look of the club, and logos. Look, I don't buy this at all. And like I said, Azealia Banks, him and his former fiancée, audio-only sex tape as an NFT. You know, Ryder Ripps is an attention seeker and an outrage expert. And I don't buy it. I don't buy the racism. I don't believe any of it. There's some bits that are coincidental, and that could be problem. And the reason I'm bringing it up is, look, this is massively problematic because right now this is being picked up on, by on YouTube. It's being picked up in some online publications. No mainstream media source has got it. But the problem can arise, and this is all I'm presenting, because the problem is, if they move forward and we start seeing, these Bored Ape Yacht Club images and questions being presented within mainstream media, your CNNs, your wokey lefty, Sky Newsy, whatever it is. Like if your major mainstream news outlet, which deal with the wokey left and that's their audience, draw enough ire, draw enough outrage, the celebrities that have endorsed Bored Ape Yacht Club could very well pull away. They could sell. They could pull away. They could go, I don't like these connotations. These connotations concern me. And if that happens, the amount of FUD that can create could be legitimately problematic. And we could see depreciation in the Bored Ape Yacht Club's value. You could see depreciation in the ape coin's value. And it's just, again, I don't buy it. I don't buy the argument that it was racist, that there's any racism here. I do think there's some coincidence, but I don't buy the racism. But this is something that they've got to be ready to address, because down the line, we will see some form of this kind of article presented as a news story on whatever it is, CNN and NSBC, and SBC. I don't know all the American news channels. And that's a problem. And that's a big problem. And you could see real drop in value across the Yuga Labs overall projects. So it's a very interesting one. And we'll see what happens. But ApeCoin itself, 31% of the tokens are out. ApeCoin's all-time high was around $26, $27, $26.5, let's call it. when the total circulating supply is out, I don't see ApeCoin getting back to $26.50. That would put a market cap of 26.5 billion. I can't see that. I can't see that. And another thing, I could still see it going back to $10, something like that. Maybe more. But I'm not convinced we're going to see the previous highs. An ApeCoin as a governance tool is there are some things that I don't trust. When I've been looking at the proposals, I very rarely in any voting system ever do you see that level of disparity between two votes. And it is quite damn consistent. The only one that was really, really close was the Ethereum ecosystem one, where that was really tight about whether or not they stayed on the Ethereum ecosystem. But other than that, the votes have been startlingly one-sided. And honestly, that rings some alarm bells. Less so now, less so on some of these, to be fair. These are the staking pool allocation ones and the staking votes. They were more evenly spread. That you can believe. But the overall, the rest of the votes are so lopsided. There is something about that does kind of scream manipulated. I might be wrong. That's my perspective, but I've very rarely seen any voting around crypto with this sort of one-sidedness, particularly for those projects that we know haven't been manipulated. We know there's some projects where we know the governance mechanisms are manipulated, and we've seen, done stories about them anyway. But yeah, that I find off. But ApeCoin right now, look, the overall thing with ApeCoin is they're looking to have a really big ecosystem in and around all the, ape games, ape NFTs. They've got big plans. I'm really interested to see how this comes into fruition, and I'm excited to see what is presented. But right now, I would have concerns as an ApeCoin holder moving forward, off of three bases actually. The ecosystem right now isn't very large. The proposals, the voting proposals have all been so one-sided that there is something of concern there. There's only a few that have ever really been that close. And some of them are about newsletter. One of them is about newsletter. Like, who cares? And this, moving forward, is going to crop up again. This is a 7-month-old article. I'm well aware of it. But it is going to crop up time and time again. It's going to have to be something that's addressed. But overall, yeah, I don't know. Long term, I think I'm intrigued to see where ApeCoin and Bored Ape Yacht Club go, but my feelings right now are fairly bearish about this. Yeah. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. What do you think about, firstly, do you think they're racist, or do you think it's a series of coincidences? And secondly, do you think this is going to be a problem for them down the line? Because I can absolutely see this being, particularly when we're in another sort of wave of the market running rampant. I can see, we see all these massive FUD news stories. I can see this being one that takes off. When you start getting groups involved and stuff. Do you think that could be a problem? Let me know in the comments down below. And guys, if you want to see the coins I'm buying up in this current market, while this market is down massively, And come check out Copy My Cryptos, where I share every coin I buy and every coin I sell. If you want to see the coins I'm buying up, the ones I think are going to have the massive gains, like I said with Phantom, and you know what? Theta, Zilliqa, VeChain, Engine, NKN. I spoke about all of them when the markets were down, and they was the biggest gainers by far. So if you want to see the coins that I think are going to be the biggest gainers for the next run in this crypto space, then come check out Copy My Crypto. Link is in the description. Take it easy. Bye bye.